been pretty good borrowers in the past, and this is the first time that an issue like this has come up. Okay, now we want to probably sign off with a little thank you. So, thank you very much for your attention to this matter. Okay? So we sign off with a thank you, and then we want to put a small closing. And in a letter, we typically use sincerely is nice, sincerely. Or we can also use regards. In my opinion, regards is a little bit cold, but it can be used. So I'm going to keep it at sincerely. Okay, and that's basically our letter from start to finish. We look at the format of the letter and just go over some things that you need to remember and to check off, especially if you're writing a letter for an IELTS exam. So the one thing is the address, which is at the beginning, and when you say you want to always start with dear, even if you're writing a friendly letter. And if you don't know who you're writing to, you include sir or madam. Now the punctuation is always a comma following dear whatever, dear sir, madam, comma. Okay, now to make sure that you must make sure that each of your paragraphs are indented. And just a reminder, that's a space at the beginning. And another important thing is to make sure that each paragraph follows the topic or does the job that it's supposed to. So just to reiterate, the first paragraph is basically just stating the purpose. Okay, and this is very short. It's maybe one sentence or two sentences. The second paragraph is outlining the details of your issue and why you're writing. Okay, and then finally your third sentence is outlining what you expect to get out of this letter, what you would like to happen. Okay, and then at the end, you want to sign off and follow your sign off with a comma, like we've done here. Okay, now let's read the entire thing together. Dear Sir, Madam, I am writing in regards to my library books, which are due in the near future. Unfortunately, I have a very urgent matter that I must attend to. You see, my cousin has fallen ill and is in the hospital. As you can understand, he is in need of support from my family. Regretfully, I will not be able to return my books to you as my plane departs today, and I will not have enough time to make a trip to you. I understand that this situation makes me eligible to receive a fine. However, I would greatly appreciate it if you would waive this fine on the grounds that my circumstances are very urgent. I trust that this will be possible, as I have consistently returned my books on time in the past. Thank you very much for your attention to this matter. Sincerely, Ryan. Now, one thing I'd just like to point out before we conclude is that there are some words in here that help the entire letter work together. Okay, and the words I'm talking about are basically separated by commas. So you see in here we have you see, as you can understand, regretfully, and then down here we use however, and I trust that this will be possible. Now these phrases, they help to link the sentences together. So a good example is down here where we say I trust that this will be possible. Now the word this, that helps us to link to the idea that came before it. Okay, and this when we use these words to link the sentences together, we call that cohesion, which I'll write down here. Cohesion, which is basically the idea that we want our sentences to work as a team together to best get the idea across. Okay, so that is the conclusion of how to write a letter. Thank you for listening.